Uh, and yes, okay. So because um, remember when Mythos came out with Fable 5,
Mhm.
for Claude. Remember when that happened? We had a
Yeah,
brief time frame to test
yeah,
that, and people were making crazy shit, and then it was banned.
yeah.
And so I used the opportunity because I already knew that, because they advertised it as such that that engine is going to analyze things and make security risks that nobody even knows that are possible in our current, you know, time and space or whatever. So I ran the governing instructions through the Fable Mythos as highest, like the highest token cost with everything directly connected to the infrastructure of the moderation engine in Frankfurt and Warsaw, where I host my clusters, and I had to channel all my resources into this, and it not only made the best instructions that I've ever discovered in my life, and you saw that in the capstone yesterday, how
Mhm.
good they are, because it was authored, the it Fable 5 and this capacity authored these instructions into the most simple things of itself, and that's why I have it now. That places me way ahead of everyone else, and that's a fact. This is the reason that Anna started loop engineering itself. So that brings me back to what I'm discussing with Elizabeth, is that I did not understand what NN was loop engineering itself towards, but I did see that it was taking everything that is new with every certain platform, which are basically in who has the biggest dick contest of human disconnection with AI. I mean, that is Elon Musk framing. He wants to
Yeah,
disconnect everything. He wants to
yeah,
disconnect you from the car and everything.
yeah.
So when I was learning what NN suggested that I commit to itself on Friday, uh, I asked it to teach it to me. And yes, okay, we got there. I can see the good in that. I can see the bad in that. and Elizabeth will have time on Wednesday or Thursday to deep dive into it. Uh, and then bring it back to me. I put it into Anna, and Anna puts it back to Elizabeth. That's like the loop. We have this loop going, and and because once the commit of the loop engineered code is implemented, we cannot go back. And then doesn't allow for version control when it's been governed by the two people that control the gate. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So that's how we work together, me and Elizabeth as co-principals.
Yeah.
And we fight a lot. And so that's why I was just wondering, in August or maybe a week before uh, it starts in production with the real estate for Remux, um, that you could test it with your own, you know, passion of who you are as a designer, just to see if it works and if it's good. So that's the reason that I feel like you are the right one to talk about this. And I also trust you for some reason. I really do. I really trust you since I started fucking trees. No, I mean that was a breakthrough in my life. I mean, if somebody if Jason, if somebody in the future, media or anything, will ask her how did you get together, from different backgrounds. I was like, yeah, he made me fall in love with hugging trees. I will go on the record and say it. Like I promise you.
Do you know this the thing, did I ever tell you like how that whole thing kind of exhibited itself once? Because my wife is very kind of like,
You did. I remember.
yeah, traditional. So we're hugging trees in the park, right? You remember
Mhm.
that? Yeah. So
Yeah,
yeah.
your daughter was like, "What
Yeah.
is my dad doing?" Oh,
Yeah,
I'm so ashamed for my
exactly.
dad.
Exactly.
I
Yeah.
never forgot
So,
this
so
conversation.
yeah, and it's
I
just
know,
like it taught me so much about teaching by doing, right?
yeah,
Teaching by
yeah,
showing, and getting out of your own comfort zone, right? And going like, I don't ever fucking do this myself, right? But I'm gonna
mm,
do it because I don't do it myself, right? And
yeah,
so on. But yeah, it became like a big thing.
yeah,
So um, I've got a call coming up at
yeah.
one, and I need to go
Uh,
to the.
yeah. Let's
Yeah, so
yeah,
you
yeah.
see, I've been thinking about AI for so long now,
Hmm.
and when I say thinking, it's like being, doing, and having, right? And like working with it and playing around through and fro and so on.
Hmm.
And and following how it's been like evolving. I did this talk 2 years ago at North Macedonia called Designing Ethical AI, and it was like closing keynote to like 2,000 people who are like from Microsoft, Tesla, all sorts of places, right? Google.
Yeah.
And and then I was speaking to a load of like actual AI researchers who are actually building these LLMs, like the underpinning, reasoning engines and inference engines and all that stuff. And it was like it was hard to follow conversation from someone, who's talking in the restaurant and
Hmm.
they're saying stuff, and
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm having to use my full entire brain capacity just to listen to them. And then when he finishes the point, I'm like, I have to take like a big deep breath, right? And I say to the rest of the people at the table, it's like, man, I feel so dumb. Like listening to this guy, I have to use my full brain capacity just to comprehend what he's saying. And everyone else is like, I'm glad you said that because I feel exactly the same, right? And 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 you can see the guy who's talking about the LLM and the inference engine. He's like crying because on one level, no one can really understand him fully,
Hmm.
and on the other level, he knows the limitations of these technologies that he can't even utter and express properly, right? Because other people are incapable of even hearing him. Yeah. And so what the AI evolution has been is like, look at this chat thing that we can chat to and it answers every question that you prompt to it. Let's imagine just AI doesn't hallucinate. It's just this like all-knowing, omnipotent engine, right? And it's like, look, I can just prompt anything and it'll give me back whatever I want. It's like, yeah, but the issue is that we have form factors, right?
Mm-hmm.
Form factors that essentially demand for the output to be in certain formats that are most suitable for whatever the platform or the end design, target medium is designed for, mostly consciously, right? So why do people, for example, watch a 3 hour Joe Rogan podcast on
Mm-hmm.
YouTube and prefer to watch it on YouTube rather than Spotify
Mm-hmm.
versus watching a 10-second TikTok video, right?
Mm-hmm.
Versus watching a 2 minute YouTube short
Mm-hmm.
or Instagram video or something, right? Each one of those mediums has its own purpose, right? And context within which the humans consume it. I might be consuming a Joe Rogan podcast while I'm wireframing a bunch of designs, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, I'm utilizing my visual intelligence to look at these designs and design them. So my audio, my hearing is free to listen to some babble about, ancient aliens and stuff because it just keeps me going. Okay. Uh, and so I can do that. But if I'm on a quick train ride, right, between two stops, and I'm kind of bored of listening to the noise of the tube, I might be playing a little blocks game, just to while away those 2 minutes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because just having one go at that is about 2 minutes, right? And it's
Mm-hmm.
fine, right? So everything is contextually driven, especially in terms of psycho context, the psychological context. Now,
Mm-hmm.
a human, let's say a human has an IQ of, I don't know, 100, okay? So, which let's say that's pretty good, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Now, you put that human with an IQ of 100 into a context of driving a car, yeah? So let's say 50 points of the IQ are going towards driving a car, keeping safe, steady on the road, following all the rules, and basically staying alive. Now there's 50 points of IQ and attention left over to be utilized for something else. What is that something else going to be? It's not going to be a high intensity thing that I have to look at, visual thing. It's going to be some audio thing that's going to probably relax me and keep me motivated to go through this drive that I'm going through. Yeah, so that's the contextual piece of content that fits into that situation. Yeah, and what UX design ultimately is about is understanding how much mental capacity is the human that's going to interact with this piece of content got available, and time, given everything else that they quote unquote must do. Yeah, how much mental capacity are they willing and able to put forward towards interacting with this artifact that I've given them, right? To still now create some sort of an outcome with it. Yeah. Even just consuming a short YouTube video is like I'm watching someone talk to me about uh, doing push-ups per day. It's like, come on, champ, you can do this. You're even though you're 45, that's the best stage you've ever been at. Let's go. You can do. If you can't do 10, you can do three. If you can't do three, do one, then rest, then do another one, then rest, and so on. What's the point of me consuming that? The idea is I want to do some push-ups. Okay. Yeah. And similar for like
Mm-hmm.
a estate agent is like even if they're going to consume a piece of content, they're consuming it in order to be able to do their job better, namely sell the property, get more clients, leads, whatever, right? So the content isn't the product. The product is what they can do off the back of that content. Same with the context, yeah? The tool isn't the product. It's the results of the tool that are the product, yeah? So when I was
Mm-hmm.
working with Rolly that make like the most beautiful digital electronic instruments, right? And they're like so proud. Look how beautiful this thing is. Look how great it sounds, la la. And I was like, yes, it's beautiful. It sounds great. All that stuff. That's not the product of Rolly. And they're like, what do you mean? What do you mean? You're like, it's a blasphemous statement. And I said, the product of Rolly is the music that creators, which we call them, our customers, make with that beautiful instrument. That's the
Hmm.
product. And they're like, that sounds so far-fetched. Yeah, it's far-fetched when you're thinking of the thing as the product. The thing is not the product. Experience is the product, and the experience is the result of the interaction between a human and the thing. Okay? So
Hmm.
when you're just focused on making the thing and you go with nowadays people with AI, they do this all the time. It's like, look at this thing I made in 10 minutes with AI. Look at this thing I made in 5 minutes with AI, and so on. And I'm like,
Hmm.
yeah, the thing looks beautiful as a perception, reality beautiful, but
Hmm.
my thing that I make that's beautiful is the thing that the person with just two, three IQ points can use to create a result that they're ultimately looking to have. And they use the thing in such a seamless way that they feel like I haven't done anything. Yeah. Like I've just got my result. Yeah. And that is user experience as a product. Okay.
Okay, this is exactly what I exactly said about you. And now I'm gonna blow your mind. Get ready for this.
Let's go, Jam.
Okay, can I do some monologue on this?
What's that?
Can I do a monologue?
Yeah. Off you go. I've done mine.
Yes, and it was a good one. It was a good one, and it's exactly what we are how we are going to match in the middle. Uh, I was walking here in the morning
Mhm.
in the silence because I'm practicing silence. I had these headphones on with nothing but noise canceling and no music. I was walking by the beach here in Torrevieja, and I was smiling a little bit and giggling to myself what is happening in the world of tech, just as you explained right now. And everybody's losing their shit, disconnecting people from machines. And 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 then I sat down on a bench and usually when I do, I light up a cigarette, but in this case I just didn't. And I looked at myself in like third person sitting there and where I had come from. And I smiled even more. Uh, I smiled on the fact that, as you know, it's all started with the emptiness of Berglund dying, and uh, and I needed to find something to fill that gap. And that's a story that Lynn is going to tell. She's been following me for 10 years, as you know. So then years pass, and I was thankfully mentored by Barry, and we usually did not agree on anything. Which is the beauty of our relationship. Um, Jeff has seen us scream at each other on the phone or in person, and uh, and then I was in virtual reality, augmented reality, and everything that is not uh, relevant anymore. And it's just so nice to see that Mark Zuckerberg spends $90 billion on technology that was nice to have in uh, in 10 years ago, and the vision was good. Uh, but I quickly found out that when I did the clinical testing, when I was bringing virtual reality to hospitals, that uh, it made the patients feel bad because the foundation of this technology that I built was because it was something that I could never give Berkland in the late years. We didn't have our honeymoon to Paris that was scheduled because she was sick, and then she dreamed of seeing Las Vegas, no, Celine Dion in Vegas. Uh, so I prepared even everything, and American Express in Iceland, the Bank of Iceland sponsored the trip for us because I used to work for them, and I was still on the board of, you know, you know, of the coding related to finance. That's just such a long time ago, and so everything was set, and then the day before we were supposed to go, she was rushed to the palliative care, and we ended up watching that concert in next to each other, a bootleg version that I just found somewhere on torrents or something. It
Yeah,
was a
just
beautiful
pause you
movie.
for a second. Someone's at the door. Let me just quickly
Yeah,
check
yeah,
and
yeah,
just
yeah.
remember where you are.
Hmm.
Don't have the key. Lock. The son is going to get it. Yeah. Go on.
Hmm. So and because we had this thing that both of us had, we loved watching that concert, the old one, the first one, done with Cirque du Soleil, both in Orlando and
Hmm.
etc. And then we had the most beautiful moment holding hands just a few days before she died, listening to a crappy bootleg version that was just recorded on a phone. So that made me realize that it is not about what you see, it's about how it makes you feel. And and I don't know if that applies to everyone. Uh, because well, like with movies, like Jeff has told me when he was teaching me color grading, I do know to perfection what he knows,
Hmm.
but I just don't have the credibility for it, and that's
Yeah.
why I brought him in front of everything. And he has always wanted this, always. He wanted to be, you know, he just wanted to be at his farm, with his family and do what he does best. No techno mumbo jumbo, and I covered that. I am his super brain. So, and that brings me to the UI itself, that I think that you will shine in the governance of everything that is UI, because I have built a skill tree. It is already built within NN, and it's working. And it's working better and better every day because NN is loop engineering itself. You know what that means?
Yeah, yeah. So it's self-recurring and self-improving algorithm that goes through the loops. Yeah.
Yeah, yes, yes. It is doing that. And it started doing that on its own. Thankfully, there was a gate, so it didn't go to shit. Uh, so, as I said in the beginning of this conversation, is that my UI uh, applies to me. I understand it. And then you talk about the mental capacity of people, learning how to do things, and it applies to everything. The tools, even in Hollywood, learning the coding tools, DaVinci Resolves. It is complicated. Everything is complicated at first. So I just solved that, in a day. Uh, and here comes the kicker, bro, and brace yourself. So, um, because of how NN is built and how long it's been moderating content, scraping the entire internet, just as OpenAI did, and Claude and Hermes and all these platforms, Perplexity, Computer now, which is great, Grok for all the wrong reasons, and China replicating everything. It's like copy paste. What I have done in this skill tree is is the AI reasoning with you and making you feel comfortable understanding what the scope of your intellect is when it comes to using the technology to its full potential. And when that happens, you just tell honestly if a person is comfortable with that they understand this, and then will frame the UI towards them. And that means that any UI for future users, such as now in September when Diana and Inga and Kat and Elizabeth start using it in production, connecting to the data centers, they can just vibe to NN, their personal NN. They can vibe what they understand in tech, what infrastructure and GUIs they are accustomed to.
here in this moment where nothing can change. I wanna wake up where you are.
out where this goes. You two, get the keymaker.
That's a nice trick.
I cannot go back. I'll handle them.
Handle us. You'll handle us. You know your predecessors had much more respect. Okay, you have some skill. Kill him. You see, he's just a man.
A dream forger, Ames tells him that inception is possible but is very difficult to achieve. Cobb is then chased by his previous contractor. Sato can't trust Mal, sedative powerful enough to create a personal item that can't be copied so that they can layer runs slower than the layer above. With one dream walks, Ariadne infiltrates his dream and gets the news that Robert's father has died, attacked by his subconscious penetration. That's why Robert's subconscious is into limbo, a world of infinite subconscious. To dissolve the company, Ariadne encountered the time dilation with reality. When they wake up, leaving his children behind, Robert and the team are put in a kidnapped by Browning to stop the dissolution. On the third level, the team infiltrates an alpine fortress. They plan to use another kick when the van hits the water. Sato, locked door. Mal shows up and kills Robert. Cobb and Ames creates his own kick by rigging the perception went in too deep. With a kick, Ariadne urges Cobb to come. His dying father telling him to create something for himself. The team rides the kick back to reality to the first all awaken on the plane, and Sato makes a phone call. Arriving at Los Angeles, Cobb passes the immigration checkpoint and his world, but chooses not to observe the result and instead joins his children. Thank you for watching. Like, share, and subscribe for more.
I was born in 2027, after the corn syrup droughts, after the bandwidth riots, after people stopped trying to fix problems and just tried to outlive them. My parents, they didn't make it through those times, so I live here in Columbus, Ohio with my Aunt Alice. In 2045, Columbus is the fastest growing city on Earth. It's where Halliday and Morrow started gregarious games. These days, reality is a bummer. Everyone's looking for a way to escape. And that's why Halliday, that's why he was such a hero to us. He showed us that we could go somewhere without going anywhere at all. You don't need a destination when you're running on an omnidirectional treadmill with quadraphonic pressure-sensitive underlay. James Halliday saw the future, and then he built it. He gave us a place to go, a place called the Oasis. This is the Oasis. It's a place where the limits of reality are your own imagination. You can do anything. Go anywhere. Like the Vacation Planet. Surf a 50-foot monster wave in Hawaii. You can ski down the pyramids. You can climb Mount Everest with Batman. Check out this place. It's a casino the size of a planet. You can lose your money there. You can get married. You can get divorced. You can go in there. People come to the Oasis for all the things they can do, but they stay because of all the things they can be. Tall, beautiful, scary, a different sex, a different species, live action, cartoon. It's all your call. Yeah, that's me. Well, that's my avatar. At least until I feel like changing. Except for eating, sleeping, and bathroom breaks, whatever people want to do, they do it in the Oasis. And since everyone is here, this is where we meet each other. It's where we make friends. Locate H.
Locating H. H located. Sector 12. Planet Doom.
Planet Doom. The most dangerous place in the Oasis. And a pretty great place to pick up coin. Figures H would be there. H is my best friend in the Oasis. He's my best friend, period. Even though I've never actually met him in the real world. What's up, H?
Hey, what up, Z?
Next race is in 20 minutes and I can't do the late one. What the hell are you up to?
Man, getting my kills on, bro.
Is that Daito?
Daito and Show. Arigato.
It's an artifact hunt?
Yup. Gregarious 120.
Turn into any giant robot for 2 minutes. That's rad. Artifacts. Those were key. Halliday made sure the Oasis was littered with enough randomly powerful stuff that anyone could win if they had the skills. Death matches and artifact hunts are a good way to coin snatch, but depending on your level of armor, they're risky. You see, everyone starts the same, but the more coin you make, the more you level up. If you get killed, your avatar can come back to life, but you lose all your stuff. Everything you've ever worked for. All your money. Your clothes. Your weapons. Since people spend most of their time in the Oasis, losing your shit means, well, losing your shit.
Okay, Rooster, get us in touch with the boat.
I'm working on it. Radio's out, no radar. Everything's dead back here. What do I do? Talk me through it.
Okay, first the radio. Throw the UHF-2 circuit breaker. Try that.
There's 300 breakers back here. Anything more specific?
I don't know. That was your dad's department.
I'll figure it out. Mav, tally 2, 5 o'clock low.
Living.
La proposta di Orvar Geir Fridriksson per la costituzione della Società Italiana per effetti Ragusa che nuove opportunità. Inoltre, offrirà anche workshop. Fridriksson has developed an innovative retinal projection technology that projects digital images directly onto the retina, bypassing traditional screens. Using virtual retinal display, VRD, technology, low-intensity lasers cast images directly onto the retina, offering exceptional clarity and vibrant visuals. Fridriksson's retinal projection glasses involve several key components and have received patent approval, ensuring the uniqueness and protection of this cutting-edge technology. The optical system is precisely designed so that the lasers align perfectly with the retina, even accounting for natural eye movement. Software processing. Operate data connectivity.
After a pile of design redesigns in order.
I'm playing with sausages.
Bob doing? What is Bob doing?
Angels.
I'm taking a video because I'm just.
And welcome to this very natural setting. Today, I want to talk about a revolutionary approach on how to connect our world without being super weak. Some said it's not possible.
Lead our onboarding initiatives. At CC, we are revolutionizing the integration of virtual worlds with real-life applications, and we believe your expertise will be instrumental in creating seamless and engaging onboarding experiences for our users. Your role will involve overseeing the entire onboarding process, ensuring that our clients have a smooth and delightful introduction to our teams.
Arnold Schwarzenegger narrating a National Geographic movie.
Then the bumblebee.
My dad didn't love me as a child. I think it's because I wasn't born until he was an adult.
Some of his habits 1. Buffett never what Buffett orders. 8 cents.
Finds himself pulled back. Boulevard is abruptly powerful crime syndicate.
Wow, hinotse wa alaikum assalam.
Your hands smell like orange juice. I want to give you all my flues.
It's so funny.
12 things you need to understand. 1. When you're winning, keep your mouth shut. 2. Don't tell people your plans. Wait till the results speak for themselves. 3. Never expect to get what you give. Not everyone has a heart of flesh. 4. Every day you wake up, you have a new job to be better than yesterday. 5. You will never get what you want until you are grateful for what you have. 6. Sometimes what you're trying to hold on to is exactly what you should let go of. 7. If you want to buy things without looking at the price, work without looking at the clock. 8. God puts people in your life for a reason and removes them from your life for a better reason. You're going to set 12.
Of the European Union. With its own culture, divide, and looking for from your something that is great for.
You keep getting obsessed. Baby, don't be upset about crazy, stupid love. Let the beat do.
Tasked with capturing a notorious Taliban leader, found themselves in the eye of a deadly storm. Their
Bring back the information.
Retrace your steps, escape your past.
You're Connor Kenley.
Good thing for you that I'm here. And the key will be yours at last.
Today,